We're going to go over rotation limit and overrides, bedding procedure. Starting out, in order to operate, you have to step on the dead man switch. When I do so, I will see my needle come up for my hydraulic system pressure. That's going to reassure that all 4 stabilizers are planted, as I need 4 stabilizers planted for the aerial to operate. So I can see the needle goes up, which means I have hydraulic system pressure. I will turn my idle on, raise the ladder. I do have a caution stabilizer not fully extended, as that rear stabilizer is not fully extended. It is considered short. So basically, I'll try to rotate to the short side. It's going to go a couple degrees and it will stop me. I cannot go any further because that stabilizer is not fully extended. If the stabilizer is not fully extended, it's considered short. Basically, I have no operation, even though I only moved it in a couple inches. Right now, I do have full operating on the side and it's fully extended. So 180 degrees of operating, the side is fully extended. When we come around the back, again, the unit will stop. Will not allow me to go to the unsafe side of the truck. Right there again, it stops. Full operating, the side is fully extended, basically nothing on the other. We're back to the rotation limit again. In this compartment are the overrides for the rotation limit or the short jack. I'm going to demonstrate how the overrides work. First of all, I'd never recommend going to the short side using an override to get yourself into trouble. What I'm going to show you is how to operate the control, get us out there. When we're out there, we're going to simulate stabilizer fully extended, failure of a switch or a proximity switch, and that will not allow us to get the ladder back into the bed or back to the safe side. So I'm going to pull the right turn override, I will rotate to the right. When I pass that safety, I'll be able to continue operating. So I pulled the override, allowing me to go out there. Don't be confused thinking I pulled that override, this thing's working fine now, I probably don't have a problem with some fluke. No, you use the override, you're responsible, you don't want to do that. What I want to show you is though, once I overrode that, when I try to come back to the safe side or get back to my bed, it stopped me here as well. The way the system works, if it senses short jack, it doesn't know which way you're going, it just knows when I get to this point I need to stop. This is the intention for the override, to get us back into the bed or the safe side of the truck. I'll activate my left turn, rotate to the left. And then once I clear that safety stop, I'd have clear operating or safe operating on the side. Again, that is fully extended. From here, we're going to go into bedding of the ladder. First off, we want to make sure the ladder is completely retracted. So I'm going to come on in, Once the ladder stops, I'm going to hold the retraction a couple of seconds, make sure it's completely seated in. Down here, I have a red arrow. That is a reference. You can get it somewhat close, but as we bring the ladder down, we're going to want to look at the side of the ladder and that black ear of the boom support when we come down. Again, that red arrow is just there for a reference to get us close. So I'll start lowering down. As I do my final bedding, I will turn my high idle off. Ladder's retracted, high idle's off. At this point, I need to have my monitor stowed. On the remote control, you have your raise, lower, left and right, stream and fog, and then you also have a park button. This will park the monitor in the stowed position or in a position for bedding, regardless of where it's left at. So what I would do is push the button and release it. You're going to have to wait a few seconds for it to go through the position. Now, because you do have the monitor, you could have somebody on the ground spot for you. They could stow the monitor. You have the same controls at the head of the monitor out at the end of the ladder. So you could also go walk down to the end of the monitor and visually stow it, physically stow it, and have a visual to make sure that it is stowed. But we want to make sure the monitor is stowed. If it possibly were tipped down too far, you could lower it into the windshield of the cab, so we don't want to do that. So my ladder's retracted, monitor stowed, high idle's off. Now I'm going to look at the side of the ladder and that ear of that boom support and slowly lower down into the boom support. Bring the ladder in until it stops moving. At that point, I'm going to release the control. What I want for a bedding pressure to hold the ladder firmly in the bed is 1500 psi. So I'm going to reactivate the lower control. I will bring the needle up to 1500 psi and lower bedding. You just kind of hear it somewhat draw the ladder in and puts pressure on. Even though that needle goes back to zero, that hydraulic system pressure is locked in the cylinders via the holding cartridges, so that will maintain that pressure while you're driving and traveling down the road.